Hey y'all, welcome back to the kitchen for another episode of What's Cooking with the Bear. Today we are making beef tips and mushroom gravy. We're going to put it over some cauliflower rice. So super simple. We're going to do it in the crock pot. Doesn't mean you have to do it in the crock pot, but we're going to do ours in the crock pot. So y'all sit back, relax, and let's get to cooking. All right, y'all. This is like the easiest part of this whole deal. I got my sirloin tip here all cut up. I'm just going to throw some in the bottom of the pan here, or crock pot. Now sometimes I will sear this in a hot skillet. I'm feeling lazy today, so we're not going to do that. We're going to take a handful of onion, toss in there, take a handful of mushrooms, toss them in there. I like mine real mushroomy, or lots of extra mushrooms. So that's how I'm gonna do it. And then just throw some more, oop, forgot the most important part here. We got some garlic powder to go in here. I'm making mine a little extra garlicky because that's how I want. Now we're going to throw the rest of the meat on top. Just kind of layer it up. This is about 2.5 pounds of this beef, of the sirloin. I just bought a nice big roast and chopped it up. So now, rest of our onion and a bunch more mushrooms. We're not going to use them all because I got some other stuff I want to do with some of these mushrooms. So these are portobello mushrooms. So all right, yeah, a few more mushrooms. Like I said, I want a little more, more mushroomery, a little more garlic powder. And we're going to throw some pepper on top, just for good measure. Now, our liquid. Now, normally if I was doing like a beef roast or something, I wouldn't put any liquid in it, but I'm not doing a beef roast. I'm doing the beef tips and mushrooms. So we're just gonna dump just a little bit in the bottom. That way you can start steaming right away. So, all right, I'm gonna throw the lid on it, put it on low. We're gonna cook it for about roughly 6 hours or so. So we'll get it cooking. We'll bring you guys back sometime during that process. All right, y'all. It's been a couple hours. Ain't a whole lot to see. She's cooking. Uh, she's getting brown. It's getting hot. So yeah, and I made some blueberry muffins mix there while I'm waiting for this. So we'll have some blueberry muffins to go with our beef and mushrooms. So all right, throw the lid back on her and let her cook away. All right, y'all. Let's give this a little check here. See what we got going on. Yeah, she's cooking, so I'm gonna give her a little stir. Oh yeah, she's looking good. Smelling delicious. So just making sure that none of the stuff's sticking to the bottom of the crock pot there. So all right, we'll just oh, you guys can't see. Squeak, 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 squeak. That's better. All right. Yeah. Yeah, she's looking pretty good now. So I'm gonna fill the lid back on her and let her cook away. So see y'all in a little bit. All right, y'all. I'm gonna give you a little quick recipe meal idea while we got the beef tips cooking. I take a packet of this cheddar broccoli rice. and make it up as the directions say. It's a cup and a half of water and half a cup of milk. Just do it like it says, cook it down, and then I take a can of the white chicken breast, chunk chicken breast. We dump her in there, break that chicken up. Takes about 10 minutes to do this recipe. Great, great meal for a busy work night, weeknight. Just mix it up. And I gotta turn the heat off, but yeah, chunk it up, throw the cover back on it, let her sit there for 5 minutes or so, let that chicken warm up, and get yourself a great little meal right there. So, all right, this is doing fine. This is doing awesome. It's cooking great. So let's get back to what we were doing, and we'll come back when this is done. All right, y'all. Our meat's good and tender. Everything's cooked. So we're going to make some gravy now. And I just use a brown gravy mix. I've actually got 2 packets of this, but we're going to start out with 1. And if that doesn't thicken it up enough, then we'll add the second one. So all we got to do is just kind of mix it in and hope and pray. So, but I'm thinking with the amount of the gravy or the liquid that's in there, we're probably going to need to have 2. So I'm going to go ahead and dump my second one in. Get it mixed in there. And if it's still not thick enough, we do have some cornstarch we can throw in here. Now, if you're doing the carnivore or keto diet, you can't do the gravy mix because that has, starches and carbs and everything. But, we're just doing low carb, adjusting our meals by, if we have lots of carbs in one, we won't have any for the next couple meals. So we're just doing low carb. So, all right, I'm gonna put the lid back on that, let it cook for another 15-20 minutes, see if it thickens up. If not, I'll add a little cornstarch and get her good and thick. So bring you guys back when we're done with all that. All right, y'all, I've got my cauliflower rice here. Spoon some of this stuff over the top of here. Oh yeah, a couple more pieces of that beef there. Get some more of that gravy. All right, that is awesome, y'all. Smells delicious. So let's go do our taste test. All right, y'all. There you go. We got our beef tips and noodles, our beef tips and cauliflower rice. So, you can put it over any kind of base you want. If you want to do noodles, do noodles. If you want to do regular rice, do regular rice. Eat it just the way it is without nothing else. Doesn't matter to me, but this is how I'm going to eat mine. I like the cauliflower rice, but that gravy and everything, it's going to be magnifique. So let's do a little tasty test here. Y'all, that gravy just makes it. The beef is super tender after being in the crock pot for 6-7 hours there. It's not falling apart, but it's soft enough that it breaks up in your mouth. So, and that's how we like it. So appreciate you all watching. If you made it this far, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Get all the notifications, everything we do here in the kitchen, garage, out the tractor pulls, wherever we happen to be at the point in time. So appreciate y'all, love y'all. As always, bon appetit.